So, today we're going on a bit of a pilgrimage. We're diving into the holy grounds of Japanese stationery to explore this incredible culture of craftsmanship and the wild innovation that makes these simple tools loved all over the world. I mean, it's a great question, right? We're living in this age of AI and digital everything, yet even tech leaders like OpenAI's Sam Altman are known to keep a physical notebook nearby. There's something to that. It turns out the simple act of writing by hand actually lights up our brains in a way that typing on a keyboard just doesn't. And look, this isn't just about nostalgia. As one European analyst put it, Japanese stationery isn't some old-fashioned relic, it's a perfected tool. It's what you get when you relentlessly chase perfection in quality and user experience. So our pilgrimage really kicks off with one big question. Why Japan? What is it that makes their stationery a global phenomenon? Well, it's not just one thing, it's a whole philosophy of design that's baked into the culture. And trust me, it goes way deeper than just saying, oh, it's good quality. We're talking about an entire design ethos that thinks about the whole experience. The goal is what they call stress-free performance, getting rid of those tiny little annoyances you didn't even realize were there. It's about the feel of the pen, the weight, even the satisfying click of the cap. It's this total package that just sets it apart. All right, first stop on our tour, the absolute behemoth that is Tokyo. This is the engine room, home to the global giants who have literally spent more than 100 years perfecting the high-tech pens and pencils we all use every single day. In Tokyo, you've got the two absolute titans, Pilot and Mitsubishi Pencil, who you probably know as Uni. These companies are legends. Pilot gave us the mind-blowing friction erasable ink, and Mitsubishi Pencil created the Jetstream pen, famous for that unbelievably smooth ink. These aren't just small upgrades. These are massive leaps in writing technology. And this right here is the real secret sauce of the Tokyo Giants. They pour a ton of money into research and development to create this incredible tech, and then they put it in a pen you can buy for the price of a coffee. That combination of world-class performance and just making it available to everyone, that's almost unheard of. Okay, let's leave the hustle and bustle of Tokyo and head west to the Kansai region, because in places like Osaka and Kobe, the focus shifts a little bit. It's less about just the pen and more about the whole writing experience, that sacred connection between the ink and the paper. The first name you have to know here is Kokuyo in Osaka. Their campus notebook, 2.6 billion units sold. That number is just staggering. And their secret is a total obsession with the quality of their paper, making sure the ink dries fast and doesn't bleed through. They have truly perfected the surface on which we put our thoughts. Now, hop on a quick train and you're in Kobe, where a local stationery shop called Nagasawa did something amazing. Back in 2007, they released Kobe Ink Monogatari, which is a line of fountain pen inks inspired by the colors and landmarks of their own city. And just like that, the local ink boom was born. And this is how we get the term ink swamp. It sounds kind of funny, right? But it's this amazing, all-consuming hobby of collecting these beautiful inks. It just exploded into this huge cultural movement, turning a simple writing tool into this incredible way to express yourself and show some local pride. All right, so we've seen the high-tech giants and the big cultural trends. Now our journey takes a bit of a quieter turn. We're heading to Hiroshima Prefecture, where tradition and pure craft are everything, and skills get passed down from one generation to the next. Welcome to Kumano, a small town with a massive global reputation. This is the heart of Japanese brushmaking. And when I say the heart, I mean it. They make a staggering 80% of all brushes made in Japan. We're talking everything from calligraphy brushes to these super high-end makeup brushes the whole world wants. The level of craftsmanship here is just wow. A single brush can go through more than 70 steps, and pretty much all of it is done by hand. You have master craftsmen selecting every single hair, using traditional methods like rice husk ash to make sure the ink flows perfectly, and then binding it all together with thread. It's the absolute peak of artisan dedication. And that same spirit, that same dedication to craft, it absolutely extends beyond brushes. All across Japan, in tiny workshops from Akita to Totori, you'll find artisans creating these gorgeous bespoke fountain pens. Even a big company like Pilot has its Namiki brand, which uses ancient lacquer techniques to create what are basically writing jewels. They use materials like ebonite, which actually warms up in your hand as you use it. It creates a tool that feels like it's a part of you. So you put it all together, the innovation, the quality, the craft, and you've got this global phenomenon. But what is it exactly that makes that Made in Japan label so powerful when it comes to stationery? What's super interesting is that different parts of the world fell in love with it for totally different reasons. In Europe, it's often about that fine craftsmanship. A high-end pen is seen as a piece of art. Over in Asia, it's that perfect mix of high functionality and kawaii, or cute design. And then for collectors everywhere, a pen like a Namiki is treated like a serious work of art, a real investment. And this brings us right back around to where we started. In our super digital world, what is the point, the ultimate purpose of these beautifully made analog tools? Well, the answer, I think, is pretty deep. These things have moved beyond just being tools for writing stuff down. The best way to think about them now is as a thinking interface. A really great pen and paper don't just capture your thoughts. They create this perfect, distraction-free space that actually helps you have better thoughts in the first place. So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a question. The tools we choose to think with, they really do matter. They say something about our values, our taste, and how we connect with our own ideas. So go on, take a look at your desk. What does your favorite pen say about you?